Wake up! It's time for the Daily Planet 5D. This is episode number 13, using the 5D as a webcam. Hi everyone. Do you notice the white square following my face? Yes, I'm sure you do. I'm using the 5D Mark II today, my old Canon 5D Mark II, not the 5D Mark III, as my webcam. And right now, you can see that it has that face detection. Isn't it fun? And by the way, there's Astro. And I have a dead cat with me today. So I have a cat and a dog. It's 107 outside in St. Louis today. And it's deadgum hot in this room. So I have the ceiling fan running. And I wanted to make sure there wasn't any audio coming from the ceiling fan, which is right above my head. And so I decided to put the dead cat on the Rode podcaster so that there wouldn't be any possibility of audio wind sound from the fan above my head. So that's why that's there. So I have a cat and a dog. And notice I pointed backwards. I have a dog and a cat. Anyway, so the face detection. What I'm doing is I've got the 5D Mark II running through the EOS utility, and I have changed the Kelvin to 3200 to try to get rid of the green in my hair because of the walls that we discussed back in episode 10. Obviously, you can still see some green if you ask me. Anyway, so I'm using the 5D Mark II, the EOS utility, which is then running through a program called CamTwist. And I wanted to turn on something fun here in CamTwist to show you how hot it is. And there may be a slight delay, by the way, in my lips to the sound. And that's because I'm going through all this roundabout thing. It's hot. Whew, it's hot. Anyway, so CamTwist has all these silly little things you can add to the bottom of your thing. Anyway, so the one thing that you can do in the EOS utility while you're using this whole thing to record through all these tools I've got going is you can get rid of the white box if you turn the EOS utility on to face detection live mode, which I'm looking over there because it's on that screen. And then the simple trick to get rid of the white box is to reach up to your camera and turn off the AF on the lens. And so you end up with a clean screen. Isn't that cool? So that's how I'm doing this particular episode. And eventually I'm going to figure out how to get rid of the green. And yes, I know several people have given me little tips on how to do that. Eventually I'll still record some shows with the old webcam if you want to see what that looks like right now. It looks like this, which is way washed out because I didn't put on this window over here. Over there, you can't see the window. I didn't put my usual black plastic bag up there because it's daytime and I have an itchy face, sorry. And I would normally put that bag up there, but I didn't do that. So here is the 5D Mark II image. Oh my gosh, I've got an itch. Anyway, so I'm still going to try to use this setup with the 5D Mark II behind my iMac back there to record some of these episodes because that still allows me to use the desktop and show you some things that are going on. But before I get to that, episode number 11, which was out of order, which I did on the lens skirt, I also wanted to show you the Fostex AR-4i, and that gets really blurry, doesn't it, when you try to put it up there, because the autofocus isn't turned on the 5D Mark II. So I used the AR-4i to record. I was going to get my iPhone out, and I forgot to do that. Excuse me. So here's the AR-4i itself. It has two little microphones up here on the top, and they swivel so you can point them And that's the back side, and that's the front side. So you can point the microphones whichever way you want it to go. And you take your iPhone out of the case, and you slide it right into the Fostex thing, and then you push the little button, and you can see the lights are blinking up here on the top. And those, you got the green lights, and you got a peak red light for the audio going too high. And there's a volume switch here, and on the bottom there's a headphone jack, and you can also either use this handle or take it off. There's alternate, you can actually take these microphones out if you want to use different microphones, have your own microphone. So that's a pretty cool little device if you want to extend the audio from your iPhone and make better videos with your iPhone, which is what I used on episode 11, although many of you noticed that I was mighty orange looking in that one, and that's because I didn't set up the lighting right. So anyway, that is the Fostex AR-4i, and there will be a link on the blog. If you go to blog.planet5d.com/Fostex, Fostex, you can go buy that over on B&H Photo. Alright, so let's look at what's been happening in the world of Planet 5D lately. And somehow I clicked on a link when I wasn't looking, which is why it's on a page that I wasn't planning on going to. But there's the Zacuto store. Planet 5D, I've posted quite a few things this week. The first one listed right now is the entry to the YouTube Your Film Festival entry, which I think is a really cool movie. You can click on the links in there and go vote for that. It was shot on a Canon 60D, and I think it's really cool, so you should go vote for it. There's also Grim, A Tale of Death, a web series that is running over on Indiegogo that you should have a good look at. And the Aviator Travel Jib is giving away a travel jib, a tripod, and a think tank bag. But you have to enter by July 9th, which is coming up very soon. We had 2 cool entries on the Black Magic box, and they contacted me today, by the way, and they're very interested in helping Planet 5D get some more info, which is really cool, about the Black Magic Cinema camera. And episode 11 was listed here for those of you to go have a look at the lens skirt, which is really cool. I really enjoy the lens skirt a lot. And of course there was a sale that you've missed out on with B&H Photo and the Color Grading Central. Both had specials for 4th of July, which are over now. So, oh, and don't forget this incredible slow motion. You really ought to go give a look at that one. Come here, mouse. I shouldn't try to drive from the screen. It's hard to see what I'm doing and click at the same time because there's a slight delay. This Marmalade crew that's doing some amazing things, and we'll put this over on the cinema, I think, in a couple of days, so you can check that out there. And don't forget about the HDSLR Scoop News page, where I post a lot of stuff that doesn't quite make it into the blog or some of the other HDSLR blogs. You find a whole bunch of news over here. You can find that straight at news.planet5d.com. And last but not least, do not forget about the Planet 5D Cinema, where we've got some really cool movies. Today's is called The Four Pauls, Bring the Hat Back. Yesterday we had a really cool movie that I enjoyed called Little Sydney, which was one of those movies where they make it look really tiny. And so you can have a good look at all of those other ones that are there on the Planet 5D Cinema. And we will be adding new ones just about every day for the next couple of weeks. That's at cinema.planet5d.com. I also want to alert you to put a little note on your calendar for July 17th, which is Tuesday, a week and a half from now. We're going to have a very cool special Planet 5D announcement on that evening of the 17th. So keep your eye peeled for that coming on Planet 5D on July 17th. I also wanted to show you, last but not least, this group of 5 boxes that I got from my good buddies over at LockCircle. Ding ding! Who, see, that was planned all along to have that thing pop up there just at that time. Don't LockCircle. Not. Anyway, so, and I still swear I'm going to stop saying the word so. So, if you, see, I did it again. So, you people out there, keep track of how many times I say so. Anyway, so the LockCircles, I've got 5 of those to give away. And let me open the box so you see what they are. I happen to have one on this T4i that I'm sending back to Lens Pro to go today. I've been testing that out quite a bit. But inside the box comes, and I can't get very close to the Canon sitting up there unless I try to manually focus, which will totally botch, right? Come on, get in there. So this is the Planet 5D LockCircle. Ta-da-da! Isn't that cool? So I've got 5 of those to give away. It's a locking lens, not lens cap. It's a locking body cap. I'm sorry, my words got all twisted there. And I know many of you think they're probably a little crazy. Look, I'm blurry! But with the normal plastic, and this is the silver one, by the way, they come in different colors. With the normal little plastic cap you get when you buy your 7D or 5D Mark III or T4i, they don't lock. I mean, if you see this one, I am turning physically very hard, and it just flat out won't move. You actually, with the LockCircle, have to press. This is hard to do backwards. You have to press the lens release button in order for the LockCircle cap to come off, which is unlike the plastic ones which you get with your camera that can fall off in the bag because they don't lock in place. And I have had them come off in my bag, and so I like the LockCircle. It's very pretty. Let me put the Planet 5D one on there so you see what it looks like. The nice black. And I've got the cap put back on there. So there you go. The nice Planet 5D LockCircle on the T4i. And that wraps up this extended episode. Oh gosh, I went 13 minutes. Sorry. Got a little carried away there. The extended version of the daily Planet 5D with me out of focus, shot on a Canon 5D Mark II. Thanks for watching. Come back again hopefully Monday, where I'll have another crazy new episode of the daily Planet 5D.